And we're back with another episode of Batman Radio real quick. Um, I want to just dive into things and delve into the issues real quick. Like I said, man, people just got to get real with themselves, bro. People got to understand what's going on, what's happened all these years. Like I said, all of what's happened on the internet, right? There's no excuse for. Nobody, none of us are going to be quiet about it. And like I said, Cyrax has he's definitely completely on the right tangent, right? Standing up to all these people. And no, it's not that people don't take the issue seriously. It has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that they're all in on it. You understand? This is the future of this country, sadly, and that's why, like I said, you have to have a Batman because you have to have somebody that's willing and able to stand up to these underground illegal organizations like I already have. I mean, literally, it's become my life path and career to shut y'all down. Everything that you do, everything you say, I shut it down. All y'all's illegal operations, I'm shutting them down. Every word that you speak, I'm shutting it down. I'm exposing everything publicly. I get paid to do what I do. See, Batman has a career path, right? Batman has a purpose. God gave me this purpose, right? God is using me for my purpose. Like I said, man, all Cyrex has to do is not retire and not leave YouTube, right? And I can never figure out what his channel is, so I don't know where he's talking from, and he just lets these people, sit there and try to make money off of him or whatever, and I don't even think they make any money off of him. And then the worst part is they're all just a bunch of jealous, obsessed fanatics, as usual, and all of them failed. Not a one of them says one word that exists or anybody agrees with, right? They act like they have numbers, but you're vastly outnumbered because there's millions of people in the world who no one agrees with you, right? And you're giving them a little bit too much credit, man. I mean, nah, there's people all over. It's just that all these people, I mean, they're spineless. None of them know how to stand up for a cause or stand up for anything, which again is why we need a Batman. You understand? Hold on. So the way I see it, right? I just, I mean, I'm almost happy about it all. Of course, I'm not happy about all the things that have happened and all the weird stuff, and weird people and weird groups, but I'm almost happy about it because it's licensed me and given me a full career path, right? And I'm just going to stay making money. Yeah, like I said, no, you all are online and it's clear what your intentions are the minute you get on your computer and your phone. It's clear what you're online trying to do. So nobody asked for your opinion. So why did you volunteer it? Much less if it was a disingenuous opinion. See, people want to talk, but they want to, use fake accounts to act like they have a voice. We never asked you for your opinion. You don't have a voice, especially concerning me or over here. So go ahead and skedaddle. And that's it. Because anything you say, well, we already know it doesn't exist, right? So once someone has a label and has a jacket on them, they can't take the jacket off. They can't get rid of that jacket. Your reputation, all you folks, right, is well that if you're talking, you're lying. Your reputation is what you do online and your bad internet habits, right? Like I said, what was the point? What was the point in sending that Harlow blonde chick over here? Which, like I said, I try to put out these posts. I've done it twice saying if you want to do an interview, I mean, make a video, do a community post, something like tagging my channel name and let me know what's up. Let me know what's going on. I don't have any issue with that, right? But again, it'll be on my program. I'm not going on anybody else's channel. Okay, much less, oh, here's Kitty. Much less am I doing anything to help you folks and help you people when you're against me. So yeah, I'm not gonna you know, sit here and play games with nobody. I mean, it just is what it is. Like I said, you got too many folks on these apps that want to act like they're running something, right? And none of you run anything. Nothing. I mean, you have no voice, no say so, especially concerning me. So what do you mean? And this is why these folks are mad. They're mad because they know that some people are really established in their communities like me. Some people are community leaders. Some people really are someone in this world. And sometimes people just, can't stand the fact that everybody loves you. You understand what I'm saying? Like, yeah, there's going to be people who like me and people who don't. I get away from the people who don't. For every 8 million people that don't like you, there'll be, 90 million that do. You know what I mean? They taught me that a long time ago. And me, I usually travel and keep it moving. I mean, what people have to understand when I'm on here talking to you, I mean, if we make it through this, God willing, right? And we make it through this and we get to the 21st to the 26th, I mean, it's a wrap, bro. It's a wrap. I mean, all your plots, all your ploys have already failed. You already lost, right? I mean, it is what it is, man. Y'all got defeated, son. You got to really learn to hold that L like Tone Space, just like you took another L in New York and you don't want to talk about it. Just like y'all wish that you could rap like me, but you can't spit. I mean, look how many albums I released. I mean, really, like, let's take a second to really pay me homage and give me my accolades. I'm worldwide independently as a musician, as a rap artist, and I'm a R&B singer. I sing country, I sing honky tonk better than Hank Williams. So what do you mean? I mean, what have you done lately? That's what I want to know. Any of you? You know what I mean? Like, genuinely, what have you done lately? So none of you can tell me nothing, like I said, because all I do is come up and get more success and attain more success and get more accolades. So getting online and just typing nonsense because, oh, you're upset because I keep winning, yeah, that's corny, bro. That's very immature behavior, man. You should never get on your computer and do that again, man. That's a bad look. You understand? And you're not invisible. Like, people may not know who y'all are, but you're not invisible. You know what I mean? You have some kind of identity. Most of you are going on the computer trying to get an identity because you got a quiet desperation, right? But yeah, over here, there's not going to be no more games, no more people trying to volunteer their opinion and their 2 cents. Like, I don't let people just volunteer their 2 cents. Like, I'm the type, I put people in their place quick. I'll let you know real quick. Like, if I didn't ask for your opinion and if it's not positive, I'm not trying to hear it. The thing is, the environment, it's become too weird, especially all over the internet. Like I said, when I'm doing what I'm doing, right, no matter what it is online, because I have to do a lot of marketing, promotion, everything online, right? Like, that's kind of what I am. I'm like a marketer, promoter, right? For real. And I'm the best in the game, right? And I don't work for no one. So I'm completely unowned, right? So, you know, it's common sense. Why would you ever say something that's so far from reality? It's unbelievable. I have folks that talk to themselves every day. I have folks that are falling deeper and deeper in their delusional stupor and trying to direct something at me that has nothing to do with me. Okay. I'm the one who owns everybody. I'm the one who owns everything. I'm the one who owns billions in equity. I'm the land grabber. Okay. I'm the one who created all those concepts. What do you mean? Those are my words, right? I'm the one who clearly owns the penguin, right? Because if I didn't, well, then all these people wouldn't be ducking me everywhere I go. See, it's not you who's on the offensive. So if we take a minute to step back and actually assess the situation, and we talk about the reality, well, all those people, they just wish that they could be me. And see, I come on here and I get paid to talk about you. I get paid to expose you. I get paid to solve the mystery because I'm Batman, the world's greatest detective. See my point? Like I said, my check's up over 23 bucks already. I got a lot of views today. I think that was after that total had accrued because it didn't really accrue last night and it was supposed to. What that means is bad news for you, good news for me. It means I got more money coming and it means the next I'm gonna probably get to about 30 bucks pretty quick right around the corner here, right? So, I mean, you can tell yourself what you like. You can feel any way that you like. It doesn't matter to me, right? It's completely irrelevant. You understand? Mm, we get good tabby. This cat loves me, man. It comes over here every time. Like it's made it its habit now. So, like I said, it's a little jumpy. I don't know if it likes to play or I have no idea where it comes from. I don't know. It's a cool cat though. But um and I can kind of feel like, the issues from the dander a little bit. That's why I really don't have them, but it is what it is. But he's a cool cat. I like him. But yeah, I think it's like, yeah, I know I know what it's up to and what it's doing. But yeah, I'm just saying, man, like I said, I mean, it's like these people are just committed to disagreeing with me. They wanted to get online in a super immature form and fashion, and they wanted to sit here and disagree with everything I say. Like, are you okay over there? Like, genuinely, like, I'm genuinely concerned. Like, you can see that people are not okay. You can see that people are unhinged. You can see that, they're clearly not making any coherent sense. And to get on your computer and do that and then act like I'm part of it with you, I was never part of that. I'm a very calm, collected individual. I'm just not going to put up with anything, right? I'm also the leader of a whole movement and I'm a true revolutionary. So we have nothing in common. Like I said, we will never speak again, as I told you. But yeah, you could just tell they're unhinged. Okay, they're going to repeat themselves. They're going to do exhibit and do the same behaviors over and over again. You just got to ignore people like that. Some folks you just got to ignore. And my whole thing was I gave you ample opportunity to talk and get it off your chest and get it off your chest and say how you feel. And you never wanted to have an actual conversation. And like I said, most of these people they were banned from the program a long time ago, so they had no business coming over here. That's what's odd about it. You feel me? So end of the day, like I said, I mean, I have a full career. Like I said, once we get to the 21st to the 26th and I get to this next check, which is what they're all dreading, um, if I get to that point and I'm able to get a hold of my money this time, I would pretty much say like it's a wrap because I mean it's up to me whether I pay the phone bill or not. And like I said, I mean I won't have that much left if I'm able to do that. I don't know if they'll charge a fee because I'll be like a little bit late on it for the first time, and I would have to sit down and Wi-Fi probably to do that. I could not pay it and just I don't know, watch movies and stuff on one of my phones and get away from all the internet stuff for a minute. But I would still do my videos, but I would just have to go in Wi-Fi to upload them. I don't know if that really is that smart anyway. I'm probably going to just try to pay it and then do the best that I can. But I'm just trying to keep it moving right now, man, because if I keep it moving, I can get ahead on this next check as much as possible. And I mean, I highly doubt because y'all see these people they want to change it and act like it's different than what it is. They want to act like it's fair. Like no, it's not fair. You're talking about is that in a month? Well, technically, no, that's not in a month because if it was in a month, there's no way that we would be 11 days in and all I would have made is 23 bucks plus. I mean, get real with yourself. That's not within a month. No, it's not. The way that they do this and this system is super weird. It doesn't make any sense and it's definitely not within a month. So, I mean, they can say what they want and try to paint it and make it look like that, right? But that's not what it is. Not at all. Because you can tell because the system it works weird. It's funny. It's funny style. It doesn't move right. Just like all the numbers on this network are rigged and they don't move right. So it's like, I mean, you can say what you want, but like, I don't get what you're saying. You know what I mean? I mean, like, no, that's extremely good for how we're doing things on here. That's extremely good money when I'm making, and this is what they're all upset about. They're all trying to build a career on here, right? They all wish that they hold on. Ow, what the hell? They all wish that they could do what I do, right? But they can't because they're not me. You understand? They're never going to be me ever. None of these folks are ever going to be me. They'll never come close. You know what I mean? So it just is what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, I don't really know what to tell you, man. We just got to keep on pushing forward. We got to do the best we can, and it's all you can ask. You feel me? Like I said. I just think people are funny, man. You people really don't seem to understand. And I've been really going through it physically lately, and it's like I keep turning to these different answers and things that I'm literally hearing from God, and it's just insane, man. It's insane because it almost seems like it works. Like right now, I sound a little better. I seem like I'm feeling a little bit better overall, which is crazy. And all the things that these people want me to doubt and tell me that they don't work, they do have an effect. They do seem to work. All the things that God tells me. I mean, God is who told me recently. He reminded me of an actual scripture that pertains to something that I do and I practice, and it helps me. It's always tended to help me. It's always kind of been something I leaned on, and when I turn to it, it tends to help. I mean, I don't know overall if it does, but it tends to help, man. And I feel good and I feel strong when I do it. It's crazy. And, like I said, you people, you want to doubt God, you want to doubt everything that's real. I mean, that's fine, but where has that gotten you? You folks are worried about me and my business. You're worried about me running my business. You're worried about me making money, but yet you aren't making any. See what I'm saying? There's nothing you can do. Okay. That's why we can't have a chat here and all that because apparently I mean, we're supposed to be in America where it's free and you can do what you want. And, you know, when people commit crimes and do illegal activity, they go to jail. But apparently this isn't America anymore. So let's just call it what it is. This is not America anymore. It's a third world country. In America, you could not do these things. I mean, that's just common sense. So that's fine. I don't have no problem with that. Y'all could have just told us all that. You could have told us all real Americans that it's not America anymore and that this is how we do things. Cool. But I don't really mind because either way, like I said, you've licensed me to, do everybody's job for them and take everyone on, directly head on. So I could care less. It just puts me in business. You get what I'm saying? Like to me, I don't care. I'm always with whatever. We can do whatever. You feel me? With whoever. So at the end of the day, I mean, I have a full-fledged career. You're gonna see me keep on doing what I'm doing. I'm an actual star. No, this ain't fake. No, it's not acting clearly. And that's the thing, man. Like I said, with the so-called women, I mean, I don't even take none of you seriously, man. Like I just had one trying to talk to me, and I blocked the number. Like I'm not interested in communicating with people. Number one, that talk to multiple dudes or multiple people. I think that's weird because it shows that you have no taste or class, right? That's number one. These people don't even get like, do you know how quickly I don't chase them, I replace them, little homie. You know how quickly I can get me like a girlfriend down here or elsewhere? Like, you know how quickly? Like I could have already done it. I could do it in like 5 seconds. So that's why when that one said, "Oh, why would I worry about who you talking to?" You better worry about who I talk to, because have you seen how I look? I mean, come on, bro. I mean, you said it out your mouth that I'm a fox. You said I'm attractive as hell. See, I got to remind people and start applying pressure now. You understand? Like, nah, I tried to be cool when I tried to treat people right, and then you try to take advantage of it. It's whatever now. See, Tyree Sneed is a whole different animal than what y'all want to paint me to be, man. Right? Remember, we want to make up fake settlements and stuff. You want to make up a bunch of fake stuff, right? And keep on enabling behaviors of others, but then you don't want to be held accountable in a court of law, which you will, right? So it's like I said, there was no need for any of that. See, that's the thing. I can just tell like somebody's up to no good and they have an agenda when you're not ever around and you want to talk selectively and keep on using intermittent communication like I've instructed you not to, and it's highly illegal and it's all been documented. So it is what it is. It'll be used against you in a court of law. You'll go to prison and I win. You feel me? But at the end of the day, I mean, what's the issue with just talking direct when I'm there? That's the second time that that individual tried to distract me. And like I said, it's clear what you're trying to do because Batman is around traffic and cars. And like literally, that's the second time, right, that you've done that. So, like I said, and they have a bad habit of doing this, man, and they're doing it on purpose. Like, yeah, all that stuff's gonna get brought up in court, and I'm gonna win, bro. Guaranteed, I'm gonna win. It's not even gonna be an issue. Okay. So, at the end of the day, I mean, is that really necessary? Dude, what the hell, man? Hold on. It's like a mosquito just going AWOL. So at the end of the day, like I said, I win, you lose. This is what happens when you try to sit there and you try to act like you're innocent or like you're on my side and telling me, "Oh, I love you," and blah blah. Somebody who loves you is here with you in person. Okay. And like I said, it doesn't take long to heal from anything. Your brother can't even think. I mean, that's clear as day. And he federally indicted himself too. If that's a real person, whoever it is looking at a federal indictment because of what you were talking about in my email. So don't forget that because I probably have the email. Okay. That's number one. That was a big mistake. Number two, like I said, you didn't do anything for me when I went up to Minneapolis, right? You were the reason I got locked up. So that's another felony right there. That's gang stalking and everything. That's conspiracy, collusion, everything, right? Your name's on the federal indictment list and there's nothing you can do about it and it will not be removed. So, like I said, I mean, there should never be an if something is real. Like I said, anything you got to say, you can come on this show, right? You keep on hanging out in that chat. So, like I said, we don't work on your time. So by the time you do it, I'm going to say, nah, forget it, right? It's not happening now. Cause like I said, these people didn't let me talk for years. They want to be petty. So why would I allow you to have a voice? You see the point? Like that's the whole thing. You cannot talk or act like this with grown men. It's common sense. So they want to keep doing things that are little tactics that are weird. Like, okay. And who's playing who? You're playing yourself. You feel me? You just played yourself, honey. Hold on. And I could care less. You know why I could care less? Because so-called women and girls and women are a dime a dozen. And y'all really, none of you have any self-worth or self-value. You don't have any self-respect. Why would I care? I don't care about y'all, bro. Y'all joke, bro. Y'all over social media and all y'all like you can see clearly what you doing and how you point in the camera every picture you take. And like I said, they're all trying to sell content and take advantage of people's desperation. It's just super corny. I have never done that ever, ever. I would never do that. Like that's just desperate, bro. That's sad. You know what I mean? Like what? You know what I mean? Like I said, so-called women nowadays, you can't even talk to any of them. Real talk. They'll want to actually charge you for talking. Like, bro, talking is free. And I remind every single one of them, like, you're out your mind. But yeah, like I said, if you start typing fast online, I just had another random stranger do it. I'm documenting everything. I have your screen name. I'm not joking. I'm turning it into a lawyer at some point, so you will be going to jail, right? 100%. And that's your choice. Yeah, I'll tell you whatever I want. I can talk to you any way I want, but I'm not doing what you're doing. See, what y'all do is you start typing as fast as you can. Right there. That's electronic means. You know exactly what you're doing. Who is teaching y'all so-called women this? Why are you doing tactics that don't even come from this country? Well, who is doing this? Who is telling you that that's okay? Why would you? Do you know what you're doing? Do you have any clue the effect that you're having? You're really making people feel things and you're changing the world when you do stuff like that. This is what these people understand because they don't think, because they're selfish. That's why I don't mess with so-called women, because all they care about is themselves. You're a joke now. Y'all have no nurturing capability. No, you're not women. Women have all that. Women care about a man more than anything. I'm gonna tell you what, man. Any girl who claims they love me in this universe, if they love me, they would be here already, right? And if not, they would have done everything to be here already. It don't take that long. Okay. I don't care what you go through. You'd bounce right back and you'd be like, I'm here. That's somebody who loves someone. That's the way I'm built. That's the way my love has really always been. You understand? Sadly for y'all, nobody ever took advantage of it and actually got it and got to utilize it. Nobody really cared, and that's fine. You don't got to. Hold on. And now I don't care about none of you or what you do or what you say, right? So it's like, it's just common sense. I mean, the way that people get treated, it affects them. It changes them. I'm completely changed, bro. I could care less about any of y'all. You want to talk to me about fake money? That's cool. I make real money though. I really made millions every year consecutively. You keep trying to say these digits and just say higher numbers. What is that? You're really trying to one up me with fake things? Like I said, one up has to be real, has to be tangible. Y'all are never going to have any money. Look at what you do. So like I said, yeah, nobody's that busy. Them folks ain't that busy. And like I said, if you was real and anything you were talking about was real, well, then you can't blame me because I'm a human being and you never showed me anything or told me what's going on, which is all I asked for, an update, right? I don't need to be patient with anyone. I need to get this moving. So like I said, like, no, I'm way past done waiting. I'm going to live my life. I'm single. I'm gonna do my thing, and I don't care what you do. You have zero value to me now because you devalued yourself when you started disappearing. Like I've had all these exes and people do, and ghosting and ignoring. You don't ever do that. All the things you said you weren't gonna do, you started doing and did this entire time. Remember when all this happened, right? And it was like when I was really going through it physically at first here, right? I told you what I was going through. You just said, "Oh, I'm so sorry," but you kept typing incrementally. Like you're popping up, typing one thing, and then you keep disappearing. Where are you going? What are you doing that's really occupying your time? I'm the priority, honey. I'm the prize. You got to chase me. You got to be good to me. You got to treat me like I'm special. If not, you ain't gonna ever be with me. You know, y'all want to talk about fake money. Money don't move me. I could care less about money. You could put $1 million in my face, and I'm gonna laugh at you because that ain't nothing to me. Seriously. 6.8 million, you think that's money to me? Bro, I made millions of dollars, not a million, millions of dollars every year consecutively. 6.8 million is nothing. Get your money up, get your weight up. Yeah, straight up. What are you talking about? Like what? These people are funny, bro. These people are literally downright hilarious. But I own buildings that cost billions of dollars. And you want to talk millions? Get billions and then come talk to me. Feel me? So like I said, I'm not fronting, I'm not faking, I'm not flogging, I'm not talking above my means, I'm not making up lies. These are really buildings I live in. I have full access to. I do what I want. You folks don't know me. I've been Batman my entire life. You know what I mean? Like I'm the money maker. So like I said, they have to be fake and make up fake stuff. And over here we do the real thing. Everything that you make up, any fake digit you say, the higher you keep going with them, you wanted to say 30, 50 million, right? I'm gonna make more. God will end up blessing me with more. It just is what it is, man. I'm really not in a rush or hurry at this point. I'm trying to be patient, just like he told me, like, it is what it is. But that's the thing. I mean, what you did, that's the worst mistake you could make and the worst thing you could do with anyone, towards anyone. Like that's unforgivable. And it's okay. I forgive you because I'm the Messiah. Now move on and go on about your business. You feel me? Because you promising somebody the world and their dream and everything they've always wanted to just hold it over my head and just sit there and linger and never deliver it. Like that's the worst thing you could do. So I don't know. I mean, I don't know if it's possible that that person is real, and the way that I've seen that they kind of operate, maybe. Because I mean, you have to understand. Like I was really trying to believe in it and thought maybe this person is my soulmate, right? But I never truly like, you know, I mean, I'm just not going to be played, right? So I mean, like I was very skeptical and I was like, okay, well, either way, let them just keep on doing it to themselves. Like, yeah, I wanted to believe in it though, of course. But if they were real, the way I've seen them operate, they'll just go ahead and do things. So they'll just do it regardless, right? But that's the problem is you're doing things of your own accord and you're not coming to me and asking me. And that's the number one thing that I don't let anyone, like I will never have a girlfriend ever again that doesn't come to me for every decision because I wear the pants. So that's the thing. If you make any decision without counseling and asking me first, not only am I going to get upset, but I'm going to completely get away from you. See, that's the thing. People don't understand. Over here, we're talking about this is my life. I make the decisions within my life. When you enter my life, you'll do what I say. That's what people don't get. I'm not these other folks. I'm not dudes you can play with. I'm not a super simp. I'm not a beta. I could care less. You have nothing to offer me. You mean nothing to me. Right. And you can keep walking. That's literally how cold I am. I could care less about y'all. See, that's what y'all don't get. No, I'm after money. I'm after what I want. I'm after what matters because, like I said, y'all take love and then you try to make it a game, and there's no need for that. And that's the sickest thing you could do, man. It's wrong, bro. You know what I mean? So for me, you think like I would ever try to put myself through that again? I'm all right. I'm good. Keep it shaking. That's weird. You know what I mean? Like real talk, bro. Because it's not right. It's a very wrong thing to do. So like I said, whatever your goal is that you're trying to accomplish, that wasn't your goal. No, it wasn't. I know how you people think, man. You can say what you want, but that's the thing. They want to keep talking like they're laughing. That's called quiet desperation. You're definitely not laughing and then, doing your behaviors and typing on every single comment section that you can find that's open 24 hours a day. I don't think you're laughing, honey. I think you're very serious, you're very pressed, and you're unhinged because I'm successful. Making up fake people who, I mean, yeah, they're real people, but that are claiming to be something they're not, that's pretty crazy. I mean, you gave a full legal name. So I'm just saying, if that person is real, you have to understand my attitude at this point is like, I don't even want nothing to do with you, because if you can't talk to me and you're going to keep on being the way that you specifically promised you would not be, that other people were towards me, why would I do that again if I stated I would never put myself through that again? See the point? So that person, they think, like most so-called women, that they're going to make their own decisions, but you're not, because these are decisions that affect me. See my point? So it's like, I think that they really, like, if they were real, I think that they would really just show up and they would have their money and everything. And like, I mean, I guess that's cool. I mean, I guess that's okay. I mean, I guess that I would want that, you know what I mean? But it's just like, it's just not right. It's not right and it's not fair. And don't expect me to react. Um, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, that's the thing. I mean, y'all aren't asking me how I feel or putting yourself in my shoes. I mean, my point is just at this point, when I've worked this hard for my blessings, right, and I'm trying to maintain them, and then y'all see what I'm dealing with. There's an actual underground illegal organization that's targeting me, and they're trying to talk to me some way every day. You know how hard it is being me, how much I've been through. You know how impossible it is to deal with what I deal with every day on here online. So if I'm, the individual who like I'm, really, really the most bothered individual on the planet, seriously, as far as this internet stuff and everything else. So if I'm going through that, wouldn't you have some sympathy and say, hey, I'm going to listen to him and do what he says because it's very crucial and important. I can't waste 1 second, so it's like you're just not listening. You're doing what you want to do. And the thing is, I don't know. I mean, it gotten me to the point that I'm just like, I don't know. Like I'm saying, if I'm working this hard and I did everything humanly possible to hold on to you and my blessings, and I'm not even concerned about the blessings or money. I was really concerned about you genuinely, and I'm doing everything I can to hold on to that and make it work. And then you allow other people to. This is my whole issue, and you need to hear this. You allow other people to start talking some way and making up lies, and you don't come to my defense, and you've had years. Like, at that point, I think any human being would feel like that the way I do, like to the point that like I don't even want the blessings, because I'm not going to play a game, dude. I'm a grown man that I try so hard to have something because it's all I want, and then you hold it over my head but you don't want to give it to me, and that's narcissism right there. I'm not going to let anyone do that to me. So I'm just saying, if they do that and they just show up and they have whatever their settlement or whatever is going on, that's fine. I hope that it works out. I hope that God works it out. But you just have to understand, I'm not going to be blamed by anybody. That's my number one thing, is people trying to blame me when I'm doing nothing wrong and you are. Like, I will get away from you. So, just understand, I'm not sure how I will react, and don't expect me to just be a happy customer. I mean, it's just, it's not okay to do things your way and not talk to someone. It's just not okay. That's not what you do. I'm sorry, that's not how it goes. You're supposed to let me know what's happening, right? And when I'm asking and telling you what to do, you just do it. It's easy to not talk intermittently. You just talk direct when I'm there. You say, "Hey, are you there? I love you." You say something nice. Like, that's all this person has to do, right? Even now is just say, "I love you." This is all you have to say, but you don't have any other option. And that's the thing, is they keep acting like they're not going to listen to me. Well, then why are you talking to me? Because that's a crime what you're doing if you're not going to listen. The way it works is you either do what I tell you or you're committing a crime. That's not made up. That's not nonsense. That's how it works, bro. You're contacting me. I don't want anyone contacting me, speaking to me, if you're not going to listen. You're not in charge, bro. I'm who's in charge. So my whole point is, it's not complicated. All they have to say is specifically this, and watch, they won't do it because none of y'all want to ever just do what you're told and listen, right? So all you have to say is, "Hey, I love you. I'm not going anywhere. Blah blah blah. I'm coming on the panel. All you got to do is send me the link. I'll come on the panel. I will cam up. I will say hi. I will say I am real. I will say I love you very much, and I will stand up for you and prove my point without saying any names of your gang stalkers, because that would be common sense, because that would be against the law. And I'm not asking that one more time, because I've told this individual that like 8 million times. So that's all you'd have to do. It's very simple, word for word. And then you come up and you defend me on my panel and say, No, I'm very real and I'm going through a lot, right? And instead of making excuses like, oh, I'm insecure, oh, I went through this, oh, I don't like, whatever about myself, that's not how it works. You see, that works for the first, I don't know, year max. There's been like 4 or 5 years now or longer or something crazy. Don't sit here playing these games. So, no, that's not how it works. At this point now, because I thought this individual was going to come on the panel and show themselves on camera a long time ago because you came up in Green Bay when they got me fired from the job at Longhorn Steakhouse or whatever. Because every job I've worked at, these people have gotten me fired somehow when I haven't done anything wrong. And me having a public speaking career and saying some things that are true, why would that affect me? Makes no sense, right? So it's all nonsense. Okay, that's what you got to understand. It's all nonsense. It's always been nonsense. And at the end of the day, how do I put it? I mean, this is what it is. I mean, I just think it's sad. I think it's sad that I'm going through so much and you're just leaving me out to do it all by myself. And that's what I said. It's like, I mean, no, I don't respect that. So I don't know what they think. I mean, yeah, I would love that if they just showed up and they were good and we had money and I could have the potential to be happy and start my new life. I think that, if God really loves me, I think that's what he would do for me. You know what I'm saying? But, I just am not going to get my hopes up because that's the issue, right? Is that you've got people saying that it's not real who probably organized it all. So, and since you're not proving it, it's one or the other, right? Either you prove it or it's not real. It's no more, I believe in nonsense. That's not how it works. So, I don't know what that person's agenda is or what their issue is. I don't get it and I don't care. It's probably just another jealous person. But like I said, you can't expect me to continue to believe or ever believe nobody to believe in something that they're not getting any proof of and you're not showing. You're hiding everything. It doesn't make sense. So, like I said, no, you're not real, right? All that is nonsense, right? But if it was, then I guess, yeah, I guess you could just show up and have your money and all that, and that's because you brought that up. You understand? See, I didn't even care about that. You understand? But now it's like now when you got people trying to say it's not real and you're letting them repeat it and repeat, and you don't say nothing, right? Without saying anyone else's names because they don't have an identity and don't exist. That ain't fair, bro. See, the problem is you got people they want to go against what I'm saying. It's not an option. So, like I said, it is what it is, man. And this is the last time I'm gonna say this. If anyone says a name of anyone who's been gang stalking me that I did everything to get away from for the past 2 decades, if you say that name, I'm blocking your account. I'm getting as far away from you as possible. I for sure won't be in a relationship with you. I won't talk to you. Nothing. I will block all means of communication to get away from you. So I'm not going to repeat that again. For some reason, that individual tries to act like they can't read or hear that, and they keep doing it. And it's the weirdest thing I've ever seen because it's like, you're committing a crime and you've done it 8 million times. I have all of it documented. All these folks commit crimes online and think somehow that they're above the law and that they're not real crimes, I guess. Like they are, dude. Like you can do life in prison for what y'all are doing. And that's what's going to happen. So I'll let people be slow and not understand that the law applies online too, and let them do what they do. I could care less. You know what I mean? Everybody's in for a rude awakening once we take this to court. So, I mean, at the end of the day, I mean, like I said, like, no, I'm not really in a lovey-dovey mood, man. I'm pretty on a mission right now because nobody's been any way nice towards me or anything. Like I said, I mean, that person sent me at the max like a couple of dollars, maybe $3. You said you sent gifts, and I was supposed to get the $1,000 bonus. I never got them. So what did you do? Refund them all? I knew there was some catch, and you was playing games. So I just don't get it. I mean, it just don't make sense. It's unfair. It's not right. And for you to do that just shows that you have nothing going on for yourself. It's just all failures. You're all jealous of me. Like, okay, that's fine. You know what I mean? But like I said, I'm not emotionally invested the way that you wanted me to be. I'm not red pill. So like I said, actually that didn't happen. And like I said, I'm not red pill. And why would you say that something happened ahead of time? See, they're unfair as hell. They want to just create things because they're talking. That doesn't make sense. You got to let people have time to respond. My action has to be there for you to say so. And there's nothing that you can create because you're not a creator. you're not even welcome over here. So you could tell people is not in their right mind, like you're lost because you're really trying to act like you can control and manipulate something over here. And this is my life and my show. Nobody tells me what to do. So you're dismissed. That easy. So yeah, it just goes to show they're all jealous. They're jealous of me and my beautiful life. Like I told you. That's what they've been since day one. Right, because I make all the money, I get all the girls, I do what I want. Well, now I'm single again. And if I want, yeah, I can get a whole bunch of girls. I can get a whole bunch of women. That's always been easy for me. Look at me, I'm beautiful. So what do you mean? Right? So it's like, and then what you don't understand is, you'll still have to, deal with me and like me and be attracted. And then, I mean, me, you can tell how I'm going to feel about you without me spelling it out because my show matters more than you at this point, my business. Right. And you could tell how I'd feel about you because, bro, I mean, you're not letting this be what it was supposed to be, what I wanted. See, that's what people don't get. You have to come to me first before things happen because I move fast. I live life fast. If you waste 1 second, if you don't worry about who I'm talking to, oh, I can go pull me abroad in 8 seconds, bro. Real talk, 2 seconds. And then all of a sudden you just, allowed everything to basically, be messed up. And that's not what I wanted because you could have just come and talked to me when I asked you. See, that person, if you had time to type one thing, you had time to stop and talk to me. You're not that busy. So someone like that who's ducking and keeps acting like they're busy, you ain't going through nothing and you ain't busy, bro. So what is that? Like, no, I asked you to talk, bro. Like, come on, bro. They sitting there and the thing just says offline all the time now. It wasn't like that before. Nah, there would be days, like weeks, that they would talk, and then every time you do the same thing, you start disappearing. Like, yeah, I will never be in a relationship with someone who does that, nor have I ever been. See, they're trying to breed things and create things that aren't there. Bro, my girlfriends, every single one of them paid attention to me all the time. I was always with them. I would never have a relationship, nor is that a relationship, with someone who's neglectful or just disappears. I don't know what that is, bro. So, like I said, if you want to ghost, hey, no problem. Go ahead and ghost. But when you ghost, stay ghost. That's the thing. When you ghost me even one time, like, that's it. Ain't no coming back. Because normal people don't just disappear. Normal people, I don't care what your fake excuse is, they show what's going on. It's easy to take videos, pictures. I need documented evidence of everything, and this is what I'm requiring now by law. You understand? For anyone I talk to, I need to know who you are, where you're at, what's going on, everything. If you don't want to do that, then quit talking to me. I'm not Jack Doherty. I'm not a simp. All right. So, like I said, I mean, it is what it is. This is their worst nightmare. Me back on the market, single again, when I don't even care about these broads, and I'm a pimp, right? I'm a pimp. See, that's the thing. You'll mess around and change a dude's whole mentality, and all it is like a flip of a switch. All I got to do, I can change my mentality completely. I can be anything I want to be. I could be the most ruthless pimp in the world if I wanted to be. Seriously, right? Or I can be a very romantic dude with one person, right? And really take it seriously and really love someone. But see, women don't allow that. All y'all are just, I don't know, lost. I don't know what you're doing. Y'all make no sense. And I'm not going to sit here and waste my precious time worrying about a bunch of people who, clearly are out of their mind and not making any sense. I'm all right. So, like I said, I mean, it's up to you, man. I mean, it's not asking for much of anything. Like I said, it's not an option. You need to, as soon as possible, get on this show. I can send you a link. You get on the show, you prove who you are. If you take too long, well, then we don't have to do it all, right? And that's why I just said I'm calling everything off. See, it wasn't my choice. It was something that you, right, created. It's your responsibility. It's your fault. You're who's to blame. Just like everything with you people. Because you were ignoring me and you're not talking to me. Why are you not talking to me? I haven't even met you yet. How do you act like there's a whole relationship going on when there never was? I've never met you. I have no idea who that is. These people are really, really like crazy, bro. Like, what? So you're gonna have a full scale relationship with yourself? That's what you just had, honey. Get help. You feel me? Like, no, I was never a part of nothing. I'm sitting here and you're telling me all these things are gonna happen and I'm waiting and I'm not gonna keep waiting. Like, it's weird. So, like I said, I mean, you go ahead and catch the train whenever it comes because that's the way women act, right? Don't women say things like that? Y'all say, "Oh, it's your turn." Okay, well, then that's how it is for you because I'm gonna go ahead and move on. And if I pull me abroad or whatever, that's my business. I don't got to tell you nothing. See, this is the thing. You're changing everything with y'all's actions because you can't just be wholesome and care about someone and make sense and have empathy. Bro, all I'm asking is for somebody to talk, to have a conversation that claim that they were my girlfriend and they love me and all this crazy. I've got tons of evidence. That's weird, man. Like real talk, y'all are weird, bro. Like no, ain't nobody going through that much, bro. How you gonna say you a barbecue 1 minute? Every time it was something else, and then talking about. Remember, I told you didn't tell me anything. Your words say that you're like Bugs Bunny. You're over here 1 minute, 1 minute you're in the hospital, then the next minute you're at a Macarena party, then the next minute you're over here having margaritas. I mean, you're not making any sense. Okay, so like I said, you could just tell that these folks, like I said, they're out of their mind, bro. You know what I mean? I don't want to be near that. So, like I said, I mean, if that person was real and they just want to show up and have the money, that's one thing. But I did a lot for you. I literally sacrificed a lot personally and did a lot. I've literally been abstinent this entire time. Okay. And then I'm sitting there struggling with that, and I'm trying to go to you and just talk to you, and you keep not doing that. Then you hang up the phone like 8 times and say, "Oh, I'm not like that." What do you mean you're not like that? You just did it like 8 times. Like, oh, it's the Wi-Fi. No, it's you. So, that's the thing. Like, I'm just saying these people do these things and then they think that they're like showing me something. That stuff has no effect on me. I just go on about my day and I laugh at you. The thing that I don't appreciate is when people get on here and they're talking to me some way that they would never talk to my face. And when you're not showing me love, why would you talk to me any other way? I'm a stranger on the internet. I don't know any of you. This is how you want to treat folks? Okay, then don't get upset when I say to the public now I'm charging $100 for autographs because that's a fact. If I'm going to be a superstar, I'm going to milk it for all it's worth. If you take a video of me, you owe me money. Period. You understand? Like if you talk to me, you need to pay me. I'm not doing nothing for free now. This is how y'all are. Y'all want to be stingy, cheap, and you want to, you really want to act some way. Okay. Well, let me double down on that and act 10 times different on a whole nother level, way worse, and see how y'all like that. And this is the thing. People need to get a dose and a taste of their own medicine. All y'all. Y'all need to see what it's like, the way that you really treat people and act, bro. Y'all all need to learn how to treat human beings, bro. So like I said, I'm not in my feelings about nothing. I could care less. I don't know what you're talking about. But like I said, if you want to just show up with the money, cool. I'm just saying, don't expect nothing from me, and just understand that that's going to create clearly feelings within me that are going to make everything where it will not work. Because what I like is actual faithfulness and loyalty and true love. And that's what I thought was going to happen and what I actually counted on and really wanted. That's what I've always wanted my entire life, the real thing. And I really participate and go out my way. I went all the way to Minneapolis in the middle of blizzard and winter because of you. I did everything you asked, everything I could. And this is what you do. And I've never met you. That's weird. That's not me being anything. That's me being a normal, genuine human being. You owe me. Just like all y'all owe me. All these broads on here, they owe me. They owe me money. They owe me everything. Pay up. What are you talking about? Like, no, we will never talk again. Y'all need to learn how to treat people, bro. What you're doing isn't funny. That's common sense. And like I said, if you want to act like you don't believe that, I call you bluff. You know what it is. That stuff is fake. Y'all know how to treat people, man. You know how to act, bro. Act right, bro. I'm not that one. You feel me? So that's the thing. They be trying to talk to me like I'm something I'm not, and then they want to talk to other people like they're me. No, you got it backwards. I'm the player and the pimp, and them people are the simps. I'm the one that don't bend. I'm the one that you don't do what you want. You do what I tell you. I'm the boss. What are you talking about? Bro, I'm the top dog in this world. I'm what you want to be. Yeah, I get all the women. Always. That's why you're jealous, because you can't get any. So like I said, at the end of the day, it just is what it is. I'm done explaining. Like I said, I mean, if the person don't want to talk and have a normal conversation, I mean, forget you. It is what it is. I could care less. You know what I'm saying? So I mean, like I said, that's what so-called women do. They take a good, beautiful thing and they ruin it every single time. I've seen it every single time. And all you have to do is talk. That's too much to ask for your attention to talk to who you claim to be with. That's weird, right? That's crazy. That's downright insane. So, I mean, okay. I mean, all they had to do was talk, bro. They've had weeks upon, they've been doing this for weeks, bro. Like just sitting there offline, just sitting there showing up like once in a blue moon, just typing one thing like, yeah, it don't work like that, bro. I'm sorry. I mean, if you're going through something, that's fine, but you're not telling me, and that's not an excuse anymore because, like I said, you need to get on camera. No, it doesn't matter what you're going through. I care, but you need to get on camera. I'm a human being regardless towards everybody, but you need to get on camera no matter what and talk. You know what I mean? And that's what a normal person does. Like, no, have my back. If you claim you love me, it wouldn't matter what. If you was wherever you was at, right? You would come on camera, no matter how you look, what's going on, and say, "Hey, I am real. I love this man, and everything is real. And I'm just trying to pull through this and get through this, and then I'm coming." You know what I mean? Like, no, you said literally the minute that everything gets figured out, you were gonna be right with me, right? And you promised so much stuff that's unreal. You got me spending my time, and then you not even looking at what I'm telling you we need to do and creating. Like, yeah, I'm all right, bro. So all that is nonsense to me. If not, like I said, they can just show up and I don't know. Hopefully it'll work out. You know what I'm saying? But it just. I mean, this is the thing. So-called women, you want to do things your way, and I'm not someone who ever has to be in control, but at this point in my life when I'm 35 years old and I see, how much y'all want to be in control, that's why I'm the way I am. Like, no, it's what I want because it has to be done the right way. You understand everything? Like, no, that matters. This is the problem with so-called women. They think that they can talk to other dudes. They think that they can talk to multiple men. They think that they can talk some way and act some way and act like they're on the market when they're not. They think they can get away and do these things. No, you can't. Not with me. I'll just say, pack your bags, leave, goodbye. There's the door. I don't care who you are. I wouldn't care if it was a Victoria's Secret supermodel. But why would I care? You know how many women I've been with. Like I said, y'all folks was mad at me about that, bro. It's a lot, bro. And I'm talking like the best looking women on the planet. Oh, I'm a ladies' man. Always been that. Feel me? So why do you think I'm built the way I'm built? Like, are you serious? I'm literally God's gift to women. Not even joking, for real. And I've never thought like that, but I just realized that I am. You know what I mean? Like, every woman that ever got with me was happy and loved me and whatever. It's just that they all had their own stuff going on and were caught up in their own issues. And like I said, they're all out of their mind. That's why I don't waste my time. Like, if you can't think, imagine being me as much of an asset as I am, and you can't utilize me. Any normal woman, it's insane that I don't have a girlfriend right now. It's insane that a woman wouldn't think, yo, let me like, like really, really like make him mine because he's going to produce everything for me. And that shouldn't even be your agenda just because I'm good looking and you're in love with me or whatever. That should be your agenda. But my whole point is, you're gonna say, man, he's a real man. He's awesome. Like, why would I not want to be with that person? And like, I'll take care of him and I'll get him on his feet the right way so that way he can build. See, that's the thing. Now, I need a good woman in my life that's gonna do what she needs to do to help me get on my feet. And that's all I need. And then once I get where I'm supposed to be, where I'm on an even playing field with the rest of society, I'm gonna take off and leave everyone behind. See, that's the thing. Like, you have to have a good woman behind you. I don't have that. I have always seemed to have someone apparently who's no good and not making any sense. And it's just weird because this person I never even met. You understand? And the other one, that wasn't a relationship. I don't know what you call it, but it wasn't that. So it's like I said, to me, I just feel like it's all a waste of my time. But like I said, if that's what they want to do, if they want to just show up or whatever, I mean, with their money or whatever, I mean, okay. I mean, I guess, but like I said, I mean, if you don't talk to me, like, I know I'm not going to be in the mood. It's not going to be a good introduction that way. It's not the way you do things. I mean, it's just having a conversation, man, so we can get straight what's going on with everything. And like I said, it needs to be done publicly on this show now. Now there is no choice. That's a requirement. So, I mean, it is what it is. What people don't understand, I mean, you either meet my requirements or there's the door. That's the way it is now. So, and the reason why is because, like I said, these people are trying to pretend online that they're playing in my face. Nobody plays in my face. You're lying. You're pretending for the internet. I don't play like that. So now I have to put my foot down and make sure people understand who the boss is. I don't care who it is. So these rules apply to everybody. If you don't do what I say, I'm not going to be with you. I'm not going to talk to you. Nothing. I don't care how much money you have. I don't care what happens. If you operate independently without coming to me first, and every move that you make, you go through me, it is what it is. Like the last time I heard them talk, they said something, everything you say is crazy and off the wall. You said, You do me, you do you, I do me. That's the craziest thing I've ever heard from someone who just said the complete opposite rhetoric for all these years about love and loyalty and you're this and that. And then I tell them I'm an immortal vampire and I'm the Messiah, and they say, I don't believe that because that's just my beliefs. Okay, well, we will never be together. And that's a guarantee now. Because I'm going to tell you what, the Son of God, common sense, this is what so called women lack. Do you think the Son of God is going to allow and ever be in a relationship with a chick who's so out of her mind and so lost that she actually tries to deny something that's proven in front of her face? You have watched me go through all this in front of you. You probably know more than most people. How in the hell would you ever fix your lips to say that or even type that? That's insane, dude. I mean, seriously. Like, oh, I'm not immortal. Oh, okay. But these folks didn't call Seton Hospital, and what happened to me didn't happen. Yes, it did. That means I'm immortal, buddy. Ain't no way around it. It's just that simple. That's all I have to say. What do you mean? Yeah, I'm immortal, buddy. That's how I made it this far. So what do you mean? Yeah, no, I'm God's son. You said, oh, we're all God's children. No, we're not. I'm God's son. If you were God's children, right? If that was what you were, you wouldn't be doing what you're doing, making a snide remark every 5 seconds. Remember what you said back in the day? That same thing, trying to carry out an agenda of a false testament about me that never happened? Yeah, none of that stuff was me or ever happened. So, like I said, you're trying to make little remarks like, yeah, I don't have time for you. So, no, I mean, like I said, if that person was real and they show up, even if they have the money, that's going to be my first question is I'm going to let them know, no, I'm not happy about the things that you said at all. And like, I'm not really feeling you or feeling this at all. That's what I'm gonna say. You feel me? So, I mean, that's on them, bro. I mean, you just gotta understand. I mean, I understand people are different. I mean, she's always been relatively quiet and stuff. Like I said, I think that's just how she is. Like, she'll just go ahead and do something, and I think that she would try to make up for it all. I mean, if she's really who she claims to be, I did have some faith in her, but I just, like I said, I mean, and I understand if you're going through something, but you ain't telling me, and that's all I ask is to explain, bro. And I'm just saying, no man, no person is gonna wait this long and not have proof of who you are. So it ain't an option, bro. You got to get on this panel on this show and prove it because we're not gonna sit here and let people talk to me anyway. And see, if you really cared about me and loved me, that's how you prove it. Because you would want people talking to me right. And you would want to give me my chance finally to rub it in their face. So I mean, it is what it is. I mean, either you wanna, actually, do the right thing, because that's all it is. It ain't trying to show anybody anything or show anyone up. No, it's just about coming to my defense and not having me in a position, right, where people can pretend. And that's where you put me. And I'll never forget it. So it's like, I don't really care what you do, and I for sure don't care about no fake money. Feel me? So I don't know. Hopefully they figure it out and get their act together, man, because they sure don't got it together right now. You know what I mean? And that's what I told you. Like, I'm waiting on you to get your act together. You feel me? Like, you just sitting there doing nothing for years. I mean, come on, bro. It don't take that long. I don't care what you go through. It don't take that long to heal from something. You're going to. So they're saying for 4 or 5 years that things keep messing up, and they got to have another thing happen and another thing happen. Come on, bro. Like, you just making up excuses at this point, and you can't show me nothing. Like, I would respect it if you showed me the video. Hey, here I am. This is what we're doing right now. Hey, this is what I'm doing right now. And like, a lot of it seems legit. It seems believable. And here's my thing personally. I'm a human being. You haven't, treated me that way. You haven't been fair. You haven't had any air around you. You haven't proved who you are. So why would you expect me to not say everything I'm saying? You can't say, oh, it makes me feel some way or I have an issue. You haven't done one simple thing, which was a requirement out the gate to prove who you are. Show me everything going on. I want video evidence. I want all that. That's your only option. Other than that, you can quit talking to me. And it's just become such trouble. You see my point of why communication is important in a relationship? It's become so much trouble for me that when it starts to cause me any stress, I'd rather walk away from it. So it's at the point that really I'm already rejecting it all, and I'm saying if that's the blessings, I don't want it. I don't, because I'm not going to try to have something that I wanted more than anything, and I put everything into doing, and I did all this literally for that person, and then you're going to sit here and not even talk to me or get things straight or come to my defense on here and support my program and my career and what I'm doing. all this Batman stuff. You're not even going to support it. That's unfair. That's not real, right? And there's no way that you're saying that you're a real individual and you ain't going to support what I'm doing. Like, no, it ain't working like that. So I'm just saying that's my answer as of right now is I'm rejecting all of that. If that's my blessings, I don't want it, bro. I mean it. Like I'm rejecting all of it. I don't want it because you made it too difficult. Like I did everything possible. I did everything you asked, and you're not going to give me what you promised and you approached me and offered me? Like, can you imagine the kind of anger and rage that that would create in someone? And that's what they're doing intentionally. That's why it's a federal lawsuit. They're looking at prison time. Oh, what you're doing, all of you, is obvious as hell. You're trying to incite and create rage within me. Why I don't understand, right? And quite frankly, you have, and I'm going to use it for my advantage for what I'm doing as Batman. Everything you do, I will alchemize and I will use it and put it into something positive. Yeah, don't play with me. I'm a boss. I know what I'm doing. So that's the thing is I have to be cold about it all. And I'm just saying, as of right now, that's my answer. I'm rejecting everything because I should be able to reject blessings, even if it was the blessings God gave me. I should be able to do anything I want, act out of character, reject it, whatever, and God is still going to give it to me because I earned it. See, I already put the work in to earn Christina in my life and all the blessings that come with her and everything. If you're gonna play games about it, I'm all right. I'm gonna reject it. That doesn't mean that you can't still give it to me. See the point? So that's on her. Whatever she wants to do, that's on her. But a lot of the things you said, and I had already addressed you about it and let you know, are way, way, way not okay. Not at all. Not happening. So, like I said, I mean, I don't know if you just need like English lessons and need to learn how to express yourself. I don't know what your deal is, but it ain't looking good right now, pal. It really ain't, bro. You said a lot of things. It seems like every time you type something, it's something that's very, very not right to say. So I don't know. You need to really mellow out and chill and take a chill pill and figure out how to talk to someone. That's what you need to do. And now you don't have a choice. So, like I said, I'm not interested in talking to someone who I don't know who they are. I need you to show me everything. I need tons of videos, everything you're doing. I don't care if it's an appointment, whatever. Show me what's going on, and I need you on this show. I can give you the link easily, and you can come on this show and correct everyone and put them in their place and not say a name of my gang stalkers. But that's the requirement. If you make even one mistake within that, and you don't respect what I'm asking, as far as not saying a name of somebody who's gang stalked me for 20 years, because clearly that would cause me stress. If you do not follow my exact orders, these are orders of what I'm saying, right? I am blocking every account and we are not talking ever again. And I don't know why these people on the internet act like I bluff, act like I don't keep my word. I mean, okay, if you want to tell yourself that, that's fine. Like I said, nobody plays in front of my face, bro. No. See, so again, these people open their mouth. They tried to start something and pretend that something was there. And they said a whole bunch of nonsense and lies for all these years. And I proved it wrong 8 million years ago. We're in a whole different chapter than where y'all are saying we're at. You don't make my testament. You don't dictate my reality. Catch up. People can run their mouth all they want. Who are you, bro? There's 8 billion people in this world, and they all agree with me. So again, I'm in charge of everything. Anything regarding finances, I'll be in charge of. Anything regarding my love life, I'll be in charge of. You do what I say, right? Or there's the door and you can keep it shaking and moving. So you make up your mind what you want to do because it's not hard, and nor have I came at you anyway or said anything wrong to you. I did nothing wrong concerning you. I told you the truth, right? And I literally tried to just talk to you. And when people don't let me talk, well, then you can't have a voice now. This has been too long that people have been doing this to me online. You've created these fake situations for years. I don't know what you would expect. You know what you're doing. What you're doing is wrong, and it's that simple. And I'm not going to sit here and be a part of something that's designed for me to lose. So, like I said, I win no matter what. Even if I reject my blessings, God got to give them to me anyway, and so do you. So, I mean, like I said, either cough up the blessings and show up and come over here and actually like do what you're supposed to do, or I don't know. I mean, do whatever you want. I could care less. Honestly, I don't care, bro. You know what I mean? Like I said, and that's the thing too. Like whoever I'm with, like if I had a girlfriend, especially a wife, Do you really believe, like, I don't care if it was all their money, right? Like, let's say my future wife got a settlement, right? If I ask for something and I need something and like I obviously would need money, like literally, I would literally want to create like what do they call them? You know what I'm talking about, those documents. Because the thing is, like, you would need to pay me up front. Like, literally, I would need enough cash in my pocket, right? At least, like, at least like 100,000 to like $1 million, like literally. And I would need you to put up money to where I have it in my bank and in my pocket to where I know that I'm financially stable and secure. And that's what I was talking about recently. These are real things. So, like I said, I think that these people are just talking a bunch of hippity hoopla nonsense, and I can't understand why, because you're wasting my time and yours. And that also is illegal. My time is precious, bro. I don't play about my time. I will literally take someone to court over my time. So understand, don't waste my time, bro. I'm a businessman, a ruthless one at that, and I'm a real dude in this world. So, like I said, I don't know what you're talking about. I got more than enough wealth already. I'm not worried about what you're talking about. All I need is cash, and I can do everything I need to do, and I have the whole system set up, even in different cities and states. You know what I mean? I'm not. I definitely don't trust you anymore. And you're who did that now. I'm not showing you anything that I have because it just seems like every time these people are being sent and their agents trying to get in my business because they want to try to sabotage what I'm doing. Yeah, that's never going to work because I'm not letting anybody in now. So you're not going to see or know anything about me. I thought that was common sense, nor did anyone. You saw what I allowed you to see and what I showed you. My business ain't your business. I have way too much already going for me. So I'm good. I don't need you. I don't know what you're talking about. And that's it. You feel me? So, like I said, God is going to give me my blessings no matter what. I can't reject something that I don't know what it is. You know what I mean? It's just at this point, that's going to be it is that, when you make it this hard and you put me through this much, I'm going to reject whatever you're talking about before you even bring it up. Common sense because of what I'm going through. See, that's the thing. People got to have empathy, man. So, I mean, like I said, I mean, you can do the right thing because it's the right thing to do of your own accord. That's the thing I don't understand about y'all so-called women. You want to act like you're independent, but you never make the right decision. Everything I see you do is backwards and makes no sense. Everything you do is against me. That's why I know I'm the Messiah. I'm not here for any of you, bro. I could care less, man. Y'all really messed up with me. You all had a chance to utilize this gift. You don't want to? No problem, bro. I was made for you. You know what I mean? It's sad, bro. It's downright sad. Like it's a tragedy, bro. Like that's sad, bro. That's pathetic that God made a beautiful creation just for you, right? Just for a woman, and can't none of them appreciate that creation that's made for them because they're all just miserable and can't be happy no matter what. You understand? Because they all sold their soul. That's the reality. It's not because I'm not enough. It's because no, you're just all miserable and you're no good and you're evil, right? Right. So why waste my time in the first place? I don't want to have a fake relationship or deal with anybody who's that evil and miserable. I'm all right. Stay away from me. You understand? So, like I said, you need to do the right thing and deliver. Give me all my money that you promised. Give me everything you promised. Because once we take it to court, you'll probably have to anyway, because of the things you said. They're legal bound contract. They're a verbal contract. Smart one, right? So, I mean, just actually pay me and give me some real money. This person said they were going to send me enough money to take care of myself. Well, you could have been done talk to your family. You got one, and right, and you have people, and I got like one person that doesn't do anything for me and has never helped me and done everything to sabotage everything my entire life. You're lucky. So you got a whole family and support system. I have enemies. Nobody helps me with nothing. I'm who took care of them and took care of everyone and helped them. So you got a family and you got people that can help you and support you. And all you got to do is talk to them and say, hey, I have to send this dude money now. Like he has to save this bank account. And I haven't given him anything in all these years. And I'm claiming I want to be his girlfriend. Right. So wouldn't that mean that you'd send me at least a couple of $100, but really it should be a couple of thousand? That's common sense because I did so much for you. You could say, "Oh, he went to Minneapolis for me. We didn't help him up there. We didn't do nothing for him." Like you keep talking about other people. That's why I think y'all funny. You want to talk about a fake brother. You want to talk about this and that, but what you don't get is this is a door and the door is locked now and you can't get in it. This is what happens. People, especially so-called women, you play yourself out of opportunities. This is the same thing it's going to be with my record label. When I deal with these little dudes, these little homies in the street, right? That door is getting locked quick if you don't take the opportunity. If you say anything slick to me that I don't like at all, see, all y'all want to run your mouth, and you run your mouth and you talk yourself out of opportunities. When I get my money, I'm not giving nobody nothing. I'm telling you right now, I don't care who you is. That's a promise. I don't care how nobody feels about it. I'm not doing it. I refuse. I refuse to turn around and help the people who did all this to me. That is not right. That is not okay. And that is not being the son of God or holier than thou. That is just being like silly. And I'm not doing it this time. So, I mean, that's to everyone. You understand? So, like I said, I have all I've seen in this world is all you people are selfish as hell. When if I get money and God blesses me, expect me to be the same way and 20 times worse. And I was never like that. I did everything for everyone. I've given my shirt off my back, and look how I've been treated. I am never, if I get money, I ain't never coming back to this. Ever. That's a promise. You feel me? Because it's not right. You people really, really want to act like money is scarce when it's not. All y'all have something, bro. Y'all could help people get on their feet so they can live up to their potential and get where they need to be, bro. I'm not doing nothing for nobody. You feel me? So it is what it is. And like I said, like I'm going to be coming up against all these illegal organizations and shutting them down and making sure that everything they put me through, they go through now. I want my revenge. I want vengeance. And that's all I care about. You understand? Care about love. Are you serious? Bro, these people, my own people, right? My own family left me in jail knowing what I was going through physically, right? When y'all called Seton Hospital. And then not one of you has said, brother, I'm glad you made it through that. Are you okay, dude? Like that must have really had a toll on you, you know what I mean, mentally. Not one of you has even acknowledged my pain. And you think that you know how I feel? You really think that you know me? See, y'all want to get online and play with me because I think you know like a little bit more than you claim to put on. I think you understand a little more the kind of animal I am, right? You don't know my thoughts. You don't know where they're at. You don't know what I'm thinking at any time. You don't know anything about me. And I'm going to take full advantage of that now. You feel me? Like I said, I don't let nothing go and I forget nothing. Those are the two things I taught y'all and y'all don't want to listen. Okay? I let nothing go. I forget nothing. Okay? Keep my name out your mouth. That's my best advice. But people didn't. So, okay, no problem. You feel me? Like I said, I ain't got to spell things out for people because y'all want to act slow. You feel me? I think everybody knows what it is. Like I said, if God give me this money, good luck, bro. I can't wait, man. I don't even know the kind of like rage I have in me. You have no idea, bro. It's on another level now. You understand? Like, no, I want mine. And I want it now. So like I said, it is what it is, man. You know what I mean? People want to start things and write checks they can't cash. Right? I'm from the country, bro. We finish everything. So, like I said, let people run their mouth, let them do what they do. I could care less. I'm in charge of my life. You want to be a part of my life? I mean, you're going to have to put some money up and do the right thing. And it's that simple. And that's all I'm saying. The reaction doesn't make sense. I didn't want that result. I didn't want to call things off. That I didn't mean that. That's not something I wanted. I had to see what you're saying. It's a test common sense because you're not doing what I'm asking. When I'm out here working in these streets, you need to have the conversation quickly and get to the point, and that's it. You have the conversation when I'm not working. You can't say, oh, we're on two different schedules and I wish we weren't. That's not how it works. See, this is what crazy. This person's really trying to talk to Tyree Sneed like they're gonna make the decisions. Bro, you're talking to Tyree Sneed here. See, they all want to act like they forgot who I am because they're trying to pretend they're testing my authority. No one tests my authority. You understand? So like I said, the door is locked and closed. You ain't welcome, and that's it. You understand? Now, if you want to deliver the blessings and put some money up and send some money to the Cash App, then maybe that door can open for you slightly, right? But that's the only way at this point. Like, nah, people got to pay me because now you want to treat things like they're a business that weren't supposed to be business. They were supposed to be love. So now you're going to have an issue with it being treated like a bit. Nah, it's business now. You see, this is the problem. See, and that's the thing. You treat everything like it's a business. The way you talk, it's mad weird, bro. Like, what are you talking about, man? Like this whole time you painted yourself like you were someone who was heartfelt and had a heart, and you talking about, oh, money doesn't matter. You're selfish. All you care about is your little fake settlement you keep talking about. Like, do your thing, bro. I understand why people feel like that when people act like that with their money now. Like, I get that. And I'm sorry to anyone if you took it like I was acting that way because I've never been that way. Honestly, I haven't. I always took care of everyone. I gave people thousands of dollars, bro. Like what? I never acted like, oh, it's all about me, and I was never. I had to take care of things like with cars. I had one chick tell me one time, "Oh, so it's all about you." Like, dude, I'm trying to fix my Porsche right now. Like, like I'm going through hell driving around trying to get the tire or whatever fixed. They're expensive as hell. What do you mean it's all about me? Like, we've just been doing this for like 2 days, trying to just get it done. Like, what? Like, people, women say things that don't make sense. A lot of them, they just don't make sense. That's why I don't have time for anyone who's unstable. So fix that, get that fixed and looked at first, and then come talk to me. You feel me? Because over here, I make the decisions. I don't care how much money you have. I mean, like I said, you choosing me out of anyone in the world, and you smart. I give you credit for that if you doing that, but you're gonna have to just do the right thing. Yeah, and it is what it is. I mean, part of me has faith to the person that was painted to me. I know that they'll come through. Like I still have faith in you, but I'm just saying, don't act like I've done something wrong here. I haven't. I don't want to call things off. I want everything to happen. I did all this for you, but you're not doing what I need you to do, which is just defend me, come on a panel, show yourself on camera and say I'm real, and actually talk for a minute and put these people in their place and say, no, I love you very much and we're going to be happy and we're going to be together. That's all I ask. One little thing. And this is my deal. So-called women talk so much nonsense, and then I jump whole oceans for them, and they won't jump a pond. And I did. I went all the way, made to Minneapolis in the middle of the winter, and you can't even come on a man, boy, stop it. And that's why my attitude is what it is now. So no, the door's locked until you want to actually act human with me and listen and realize you're not in charge. I don't care how much money you get, you will never be above me, and you're not going to tell me what to do. So, like I said, when you want to sit there and be human about it, let me know and come holla. All right. Other than that, I don't care, bro. Why would I care? If women get a settlement, you don't even know what to do with money, bro. What are you going to do with money? Nothing. All you'll just do the same thing, go on social media and look silly, taking selfies, looking lonely as hell, and go buy meaningless, frivolous nonsense. Right. You put that money into me, you give me money. Guess what I'm gonna do with it? Be Batman and change the world and save the world. The reading said it's supposed to be me and her, right? Whoever it is, my partner, that was supposed to be Christina, together, and we were going to change the world. Like, yes, I believed in you. I still do. I believe in that. I would always believe in that concept. I said that even if you were fake and it was whatever, I would still always hold on to that concept because it's a very real thing that definitely can and I believe does exist. I don't doubt that for a minute. I just don't know what you're doing and what you're talking about. Like I said, I've always cared about you. I care about what you're going through. Don't take it the wrong way. I just don't know what's real and what's not because you're not telling me. You're not showing me. So I'm just saying, I mean, the man been nothing but patient. I mean, I'm not going to wait forever, bro. You got to come on this panel and show people who you are. It's that simple. So, I mean, either do that or it is what it is. There's nothing to talk about. Like, no, I'm not calling the whole thing off. None of that. I didn't mean that. I'm not none of that. But you need to make sense and do your part. And that's all I'm saying. You think I'm gonna let somebody, you think I'd let a white chick come down here? You clearly don't know me, much less a white chick come down here and tell me what to do. Y'all done lost your mind, homie. I'm sorry, but what? I wouldn't care if you pulled up with with $100 million. You think I'm gonna let you pull up here and you're gonna come into my life and you're gonna tell me how things go? You funny. You got things twisted. Real talk, you don't know who I am at all. Like, no. See, that's not how it works. No. I'm a grown man. You want a teddy bear, go get a teddy bear. I'm a man. You feel me? Yeah, no, you should be coming with money. Like what? You should be coming with millions of dollars, not because I think I'm better than anyone or anything, or you owe me nothing like that. But it's just the right thing to do, bro. If anybody deserves it, it's me, man. I deserve real love, bro. That's what you need to come with. So that's all I gotta say on it, man. Like I said, I'm just tired of people trying to act like I'm doing something wrong. I'm doing everything right. I'm here winning, and that's the thing. You're not here celebrating with me. You're not making things right. You should have gotten healed, gotten ready already. You should have had the strength to grit through everything and be good and get up, right? And stop feeling sorry for yourself. And that's what people who love someone do. You want to just sit there and talk about, oh, I'm just laying in bed all day. Why? Why would you do that if there's so much going on and you need to pull me out of this situation? Common sense. You know what I mean? Everything is on the line for me, and we've been sitting here waiting for you for way too long, forever. Like you let me down. That's just the truth. I feel let down. I've been feeling let down, and I always will because it should have happened a long time ago, bro. I think it's unfair. Like if it's God's plan, cool, but I don't understand God's plan. I don't. I'm completely lost and confused. You know what I mean? So it is what it is, man. Like I said, I hope God delivers. Like I want to keep faith, but I'm gonna tell you something, man, and I have, but like I've been doing it too long and I ain't getting nothing out of it. It's discouraging, bro. Like it really is. It's discouraging, bro. Because I really do believe in God, bro. I don't doubt God for a minute or his promise. I really believe in it, but it's like all this waiting forever stuff, like, man, I don't agree with it. It's wrong, dude. I've been waiting too long, man. Give me what's mine, bro, so I can go live my life, bro. Like, what? This is crazy, man. This is nonsense. It's gonna have me sit here and do this corny stuff, this YouTube stuff forever, getting paid little money. I'm not a little money type of dude, bro. See what I'm saying? Like, and I'm telling you, I'm not gonna. That's my whole thing. Is these people don't get like I'm literally like I'm with God's plan. Don't get me wrong, but I'm to the point. I don't have a choice. I'm doing everything like the cat in the cage to get out the cage. I have to make this happen. I don't care what I got to do. Like literally, I don't care what I got to do in the street. I don't care. I have to get out of this weird like time period I'm in. I ain't never been stagnated ever, bro. I worked too hard to be paid this little. I'm not going to sit here and put up with this. So I'm doing everything I can to try to get through the mold and change things. Yeah, that's what you need to be helping me with. Like I said, all you got to do is tell your family, yo, send him 20 bucks right now and send him some serious real money so he can take care of himself so he's all right. He's got so much on his plate. He's done everything by himself his whole life since he was 16. I've been on my own. I mean, come on, bro. That's just common sense, bro. You didn't even help me with a place to stay in Minneapolis, bro. Don't talk to me about love, man. That's fake as hell. Feel me? And that's where I'm at with it, and that's reality. So that's my only thing. People can't pull the wool over my eyes. They know I see through the nonsense, right? So it is what it is. So exposed. Come talk to me when people want to be real and make sense. All right. Other than that, I mean, I could care less. You know why? Because I'm already wealthy. Because I already got all the money and spent it, doggy. That's why I do it. See, I didn't ever want to hold on to money. No, I'm content with every decision I made in my life. I just want more new money now so I can start over. And that money I'm going to save. Yeah, I didn't want to have money right now. I'm glad I went through this time period. It was perfect. Yeah. No, I don't care about money, bro. Money is nothing good. That's why y'all funny because y'all so-called women see things literal and you're doing all these literal things and you think they're going to work and they never do, right? And they keep backfiring. Yeah. That's why you keep getting your karma because you think literal. I told you, so-called women, they see things literal. Nothing is literal in this universe, honey. Get smart. All right. I'll talk to y'all later, man. Y'all funny as hell, bro. I'm always be smarter than you. Oh, and you'll never make me be quiet. You'll never silence me. Easy.